Do you know what a sustain pedal is on a piano? It's used by musicians to keep a note going longer after it's been played, often to drive home an emotional connection or message. This week, we've been looking at the answer to the question, why does God let bad things happen? And in Pastor Jonathan's message this weekend, he spoke about how God sustains us in our pain and our grief. You can listen to the full message on Mech's app, website, or the YouTube channel. But let's talk more about what sustaining means for us. There's a verse in the Bible that says, cast your burdens on the Lord and he will sustain you. But what does that really mean? Well, like the sustain pedal, it means that when we bring our worries, anxieties, pain, and grief to God, he will keep us going through it. What does that look like practically? Let's look at that first part. Cast your burdens on the Lord. This means to tell God about what worries or pains you. Nothing is too small or too big, and he does hear you. In the book of Exodus, a book of the Bible that chronicles God's people out of slavery, it says, years passed and the king of Egypt died, but the Israelites continued to groan under their burden of slavery. They cried out for help, and their cry rose up to God. God heard their groaning, and he remembered his covenant promise. What about that second part? He will sustain you. It's God's promise to us. It's his promise that when we tell God about our suffering and our pains, he will abandon us to it. He weeps with us in it and makes a promise of hope for an eternal life filled with no more suffering or sorrow or crying. When we say that God will sustain us, that he will keep us going, it means that he gives us comfort in our pain to know that we are not alone, and he gives us a hope to cling on to. Here's a challenge for you today. Whether you're a Christian or not, tell God about your pain. Show him the full weight of your emotion, the anger, the sorrow, the confusion. I promise. He can and wants to hold it with you. And then ask him to sustain you. Ask him to keep you going through it, to not let you drown and to keep you afloat. Cast your burdens on the Lord and he will sustain you.